Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Rahawa Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continuously rule very well, that's feeding the flock through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And Shalom to the Hope elect that is also doing the same things and laboring into bringing this ministry and this gospel to the other members of the Hope elect in all faith, truth, sincerity. Now, this topic that I'm going to go into in this video is going to be centered around a recent dream that I had, concerning prophecy, in which one of the main prophecies that are to be fulfilled in the scriptures is concerning martial law, which you can find that in the Apocrypha, 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, the 16th chapter, and also Jeremiah, the 30th chapter and the 7th verse about Jacob's trouble, and Daniel, the 12th chapter, in the 1st verse. All right, which those scriptures are going into the time of trouble, to where the cities are going to be locked down, and the cities are also going to be troubled. All right, because during that time it's going to be a complete takeover by the American government, which is at the hest or at the behest of the so-called elites, which are the banking families of Esau, which Esau is the so-called white man, which starts with the Rockefellers, or should I say the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, and the rest, the DuPonts, the Oppenheimers. So the next coming martial law is going to be one of the steps that they're going to take to completely control, or should I say that this is one of the steps that's going to bring them closer to their New World Order agenda, which is what? To have complete control over society and over the people. All right, but pertaining onto the dream that I had, which really the main point is at the getting close to the end of the dream, where I was standing by this river, right? It was a big river which had all types of fish. It was fish that were way bigger than some of the other fish that were in there. There were small fish, there were large fish, and there were different kinds of them, man. All right. Now, as I came near the river, right, and then out of nowhere, a wolf came near and started to attack me. All right. So you had this one wolf that was trying to attack me. All right. And then I fended it off. Right. And then you had another wolf that showed up and then tried to attack me. I was fending both of them off until it got to the point to where it was multiple wolves that were attacking me at the same time. All right. And as they were attacking me, getting close to the dream, I called on the name Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and I said Isaiah, which the word Isaiah means help, and then if you put the Yah at the end of the word, it means me, right? Depending on how you use the word, it can mean me or my, make it possessive. But I said Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Isaiah, and as soon as I said that, and actually it was very dramatic too, man. Just to give the, for lack of a better term, it was dramatic the way it was said. Yahweh, Ba'ashem. I screamed at the top of my lungs, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Isaiah, and then the wolves just disappeared. All right, and as they disappeared, I got pulled out of the dream. All right, and as soon as I woke up, what I said was the water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, as I was waking up. And man, that just goes to show you that, look, the Lord, look, when that time comes, man, it shouldn't be no reason to fear. All right, why is that, man? Because we've been doing the works to the best of our ability. We've been giving our diligence, right? Pursuing unto Revelations, the 3rd chapter and the 10th verse, right? The Lord is going to keep us from the hour of temptation, man. The Lord is going to keep us from the evil day, man. He's going to protect us in that day. So in that day, you know, it shouldn't be any reason, you know, being in this thing of ours, in this truth and prophesying, it shouldn't be no reason for you to lose faith, man. All right. Why is that, man? Because Yahweh Shemiah Shai, I mean, just being a witness to the works of Yahweh Shemiah Shai and knowing what he's capable of doing, you know, it shouldn't be no excuse and no reason not to believe, and that he's going to protect you in that day. Okay. Now I want to grab a couple of scriptures. All right. Now, this, you know, I was thinking about this scripture, you know, when I had that dream, you know, I want to bring it out. This is Matthew, the 10th chapter, in the 16th verse. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." All right. Now, the wolves, you know, represented, actually the wolves of today, where the scripture's going into, is talking about Esau, right, the so-called white man and his army, but it's also extended unto I go as far as to say our own people, man, because our people has taken on the continents, for lack of a better term. They have taken on the spirit of Esau. They've taken on the spirit of Edomites, to where that, you know, even the ones of our own household, they want us they want us off the streets, man. All right. Because when it comes to the prophets that are out in the highways and byways, you know, it's always been a recurring situation, to where the prophets will come out and be made manifest, and our own people, our own nation, the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, will always fight against the prophets, man. All right, in one way or another, they try to kill the prophets. You know, try to do whatever they think in their mind to do unto the prophets, man. Same thing today. All right, our own people want us off the highways and byways. They want us to stop teaching. Okay, and they're right along with this New World Order agenda of Esau. All right, because these Jakes, you know, these 2/3 Israelites, are following behind the coattails of Esau. You know, because they love their slave master. All right. So once again, it said, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." So as we, in this lifetime right now, as we're continually speaking, as I'm speaking right now, we ought to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. So even when we go out on the highways and byways, you know, being wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. All right, because we're under the we're in the land of America right now. We're in captivity. All right, so you know, it's certain situations, and you know, it's happened at our count too. You know, certain situations where you have to be wise, all right, and you know, analyze the situation, right, and speak accordingly, all right, and be harmless as doves, man. All right. And also too, in that time to come, you know, the wisdom and knowledge that we have is going to guide us in that day, man. All right. And actually, let me grab another precept before I grab something else. This is the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah, the 33rd chapter and the 6th verse. It says, And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is his treasure. All right. So wisdom and knowledge is going to be stability, and it's even to this very day is our stability, right, of our times, and especially the time to come is going to be our stability. All right. It says, and also the strength of our salvation. All right. Why is that, man? Because through wisdom and knowledge, we understand that Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is going to deliver us. All right. It says the fear of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is his treasure. So the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, is our treasure, because really the Lord is the one conducting this whole scenario. All right. Everything that you see happening around the world, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is controlling that, man. Okay. So it's nothing out of the hands of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. There's nothing out of his control. All right. So therefore, we are rather to fear him, Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, than to fear man. Scripture speak about that too, about fear not them which is able to kill the body, but rather fear him that's able to kill both body and soul in hell. In which this is hell today, man. We're living in it. Okay. We're living in hell right now. So I'm gonna move on to the next scripture. Well, it's like it. My phone cooperates with me. The book of Isaiah, the 59th chapter, and the 19th verse. It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. That's why I made mention of the dream of how I yelled out the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and asked him to help me, right? And he helped me in that hour, man. Which could that be a real scenario? You know, I know it's all symbolic, you know, with the wolves and the river and the fish, in which the river and the fish, that were all kinds of fish, and that represented the people, man. And you know, the scriptures speak about that too. All right. And also too, if you go to the scripture, and I believe it's in the book of Matthew, where it says the kingdom of heaven is like a net that is thrown into the water, which brought forth fish. All right. But the good was kept and the bad was thrown away. All right. So symbolically, that river that had all manner of fish represented the people. All right. And me standing outside of the river, looking down into the river, you know, that was basically it's like someone that's looking from the outside in. All right. It's like looking inside a glass. Actually, let's see if I can get that real quick. Hold on. I believe this is the precept I'm looking for. Yeah, it's 1 Corinthians, the 13th chapter. I'm gonna start at I'm gonna get straight to the point. I'm gonna start at verse 12. It says, "For now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know, even as also I am known." All right. So, you know, looking down into the river with all manners of fish, basically it's me looking from the outside in, man. All right. Because really, us in this truth, you know, we're not a part of the world, man. So us that's being outside of the world, right, we observe everything that's going on in the world, man. Okay. Even though we're not a part of it. But you already know about the symbolism of the wolf or the wolves, which represents mainly Esau, that's gonna come for us. All right. and persecute us. Now I'm gonna go back. Let's lock in. Go back to it. It's Isaiah the 59th chapter and in 19th verse says, "So shall they fear the name of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahshua from the west," and we are in the west, man. All right. That lets you know, man, that it's more proof that America is in the scriptures. All right, by how they shall fear the name of the Lord from the west, in which we're in that part of the world right now, man. Here in America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures. Okay, and His glory from the rising of the sun, which is the east. Okay. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua, the Lord, shall lift up a standard against them. All right. So that standard is being set up right now, man. All right. And his power and His glory is going to be made manifest through His men, because the men are going to make known the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua in that day. All right. Even today, we make the name, we glorify the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua, and us being able to go out there and prophesy and to break down the scriptures out in all types of the elements on the highways and byways. That also shows the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua. All right, being able to wake us up and to understand the scriptures. But yeah, that's pretty much it on this lesson or this video. You know, it's pretty much a quick testimony. Well, I wouldn't call it quick. You know, I'm moving through the spirit, but you know, it's just a testimony of the dream that I had concerning the times that we're coming into. Because right now we're moving into the time of judgment. All right, by way of Jacob's trouble, which is spoken about in Jeremiah the 30th chapter and the 7th verse, man. All right, so you know, with words of encouragement, you know, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua is going to take care of us in that day, man. He's going to protect us in that day. All right, but the thing is that you have to believe, you have to have faith. And that he is going to protect you in that day. All right, when the martial law troops surround you in that day, you know.